This is the Thayer Podcast for Monday, August 26, 2024. Why is it that single women in their mid-50s have such a hard time with the way other people address them? The seriously hot-looking male cashier who asks, "Will there be anything else, ma'am?" is cruising for a bruising. Generally speaking, good-looking girls who have successfully navigated the change have been through the ringer. They want no part of being thought of as old, especially if they're single. Take that to the bank. Most of the middle-aged women I know want no part of growing old gracefully. For my money, a woman in her mid-50s is ever so very much like fine wine. She's easy on the eyes, her voice has matured, she smells good, she tastes good, she has a light and loving touch, and what's more, she's just come into the very best years of her life. Any hint that somebody perceives her as old or elderly can easily bring her to tears of anger and frustration. Most 50-year-olds, male or female, are grandparents. They live for those babies. Being middle-aged, for the most part, means the children are grown and have their own lives to live. What's more, they have parents who dote on their grandchildren. Most middle-aged women are built-in babysitters, and you have no idea how much they get off on spoiling their kids' kids. They have no problem being grandmothers, just as long as they're not thought of as elders. They still think of old people as folks who have a hard time getting around, who don't see or hear as well as they should, and who have an assortment of ailments that just seem to come with age. Actually, many women in their mid-50s are just beginning to deal with some of the nonsense that comes with the passing years. Old injuries seem to flare up and can cause knee and shoulder and back pain. Old lifestyles can take their toll as folks work their way into their twilight years. And for many, if not most, chronic pain just comes with the territory. But the greatest pain for a 50-some-odd-year-old woman is not physical. It's mental. She still looks upon herself as young, nubile, and attractive to the opposite sex. After all, the change has completely altered the way she looks at lovemaking. So for some young guy to address her as ma'am, short for madam or madame, can be devastating. They call me Terrible Ted because I speak my mind. Sometimes I get in trouble for calling some middle-aged lady toots or miss or babe or sweetie, but perhaps that's okay, because ma'am just doesn't work for me at all. You could take that to the bank, too, while I improvise, adapt, overcome. Semper Fi.